Hey guys, welcome back to my kitchen and my channel, and today we're going to be making some brown stew chicken. I know I haven't been on YouTube in a while. I'm just getting over a sinus infection. So I'm back and I'm back cooking. All right. So today, like I said, we're going to be doing some brown stew chicken. I have my chicken already cleaned off. I'm just going to strain off the rest of the water that was sitting at the bottom. But I went ahead and took off the skin, made some slits in the chicken so that seasoning can go all the way down. Okay. And I did clean off my chicken with some vinegar, just some plain white vinegar. All right. So we're going to start off by seasoning with some seasoned salt. And what I like to do is I like to do like that first coat of seasoned salt so that way I can see like how much more seasoned salt that I need so I won't over season the meat. I do not like over seasoning the meat because you can tell, and then you trying to like add more stuff so it won't be too salty, and it just mess up everything. Okay, so I always like to do just like that first coat, and then I go in with the second one. Then I'm gonna go in with some chili powder, some paprika, and then I have some onion powder, some garlic powder, and some cumin. Yeah, cumin. Yeah, cumin, and a little bit of ginger powder as well. You can put in fresh ginger. I just didn't have fresh ginger with me, so I'll just go in with my ginger powder. That's totally fine. It's totally perfect. If you don't have ginger powder, but you have ginger in your refrigerator, you can what's the word? You could put the ginger in there, but you can put it in there whole, or you can not shred it, but just kind of like juicy. I don't know. But yeah, you could put it in there. If you don't have the powder. Okay. So we're just gonna go in and season that, make sure everything's fully coated. What I did, I put some chicken thighs and drumsticks in there. And what I did was I cut off the tips, like the end part of the drumstick. So just I don't like cooking that part. It's just bone. So why have it in there? So I go in with my butcher knife and I do chop that off, okay, when I'm taking off the skin. And so I'm going to add in my green seasoning. Now, in my previous video, when I did the curry chicken recipe, I showed you guys how to make this green seasoning. But if you don't want to go back to that video, you're like, girl, how you make the green seasoning? The green seasoning is just onion, green bell pepper, green onion, some pimento seeds / allspice. You can use that word interchangeably. I think that's it. Yeah, just that. You're gonna put it in the blender, and you're gonna blend that up, and that's considered what you know what a lot of Caribbean people consider green seasoning. Okay, it's just act as a binder, and it gives it so much flavor. When I tell you so much flavor, like you just gotta try it, and you know what? You don't even have to put it on just like brown stew chicken, curry chicken, anything like that. Like if you want to bake some chicken in the oven, in the air fryer, if you just want some regular stewed chicken, you can put the green seasoning on there. I do it all the time. And if you want to add in the red bell peppers, the orange, the yellow, if you want to add those in there too as well, like blend it up, you can do that as well. And it's so good. I've done it plenty of times, and it just adds so much flavor. It's hard to explain, just talking with you guys, but once you try it, you're going to be like, oh yeah. Oh yeah, I see what she's saying. All right, so then we're gonna go in with some browning. You don't have to add like so much. You just want to give it that color. Now, too, a lot of people will brown their chicken with brown sugar. They're going to heat up some brown sugar, wait till it crystallizes in the pan. You could do it that way too. I don't do it that way because sometimes I'm just scared I'm gonna burn the sugar and it ain't gonna turn out right. So I just buy me some brownie, y'all. I do. Like I don't even care. I'm gonna buy that brownie and then I'm gonna do it that way. Okay. But yeah, I'm just gonna mix that up in a bowl. If you wanna put on gloves, you can. I didn't. I just washed my hands. I just always just make sure I wash my hands, which is totally fine. If you wanna put on gloves, that's you. Nobody judging you. Okay. So now that we got our meat seasoned, You can marinate it overnight, marinate it for 30 minutes, marinate it for 2 hours, however you want to do it. If you like, hey, I ain't got that much time, I need to do this now. Hey, go on and cook your chicken. Nobody's judging you, okay? So, anyways, we're going to put some oil in the pan and we're going to crush up some pimento seeds and put them in the pan. Also, I like to do this process because the pimento seeds, once you like heat it up first, it breaks that flavor, just like garlic, right? So when you put minced garlic or you put some crushed garlic in the pan with some oil and that flavor just opens up, it's the same way with those pimento seeds, but you have to make sure that it's crushed up. That's the only way that you're going to smell that flavor, and that flavor is going to come out if the pimento seeds are crushed. It's not really going to do anything if you leave it whole, okay? It's not going to do anything. But anyways, we're going to put our chicken inside the pan and just let the chicken brown for about maybe 5 to 7 minutes. You can put the top on if you want. You can leave it off if you want. However fast your stove cooks, just do what you will, okay? So I'm going to put this in there and then we're going to be right back. So now while our chicken is browning, we're going to take that same bowl. We have all of our seasonings in. We're going to put some water in there, okay? And I'm going to show you why in a minute. All right. So you can periodically take the top off and just stir the chicken. Make sure that all sides are like kind of brown. It's not going to cook the chicken fully. So don't think that, when you put the top on, oh, the chicken look done. It is not done. Okay. You got about 4 to 5 more minutes for this thing to be done. It is not done. Okay. But I just like to stir the chicken around just to make sure at least 80% of the chicken is browned. Okay. So we're going to go in with our, put some water in that bowl, that same bowl with the seasoning. You don't have to wash the bowl out. Leave the seasoning in there, and then you're going to add in more seasonings that you put on the chicken, right? So without the seasoning salt. So you're going to put your chili powder, paprika, onion powder, garlic powder, some ginger, and then you're going to add all of that back into your pot, okay? And that way you're seasoning the water. All right. So if you just put plain water inside of the pot, it's not going to season the water. So you're going to cook your chicken. You're like, dang, I don't taste no flavor. I don't taste nothing. That's because you didn't season the water. You have to season the water. Okay. And as far as salt, like I put all those powders in there, right? So as far as salt, you got to add some garlic salt or some regular table salt in there. Okay. So then we're going to go in with 2 cans of butter beans. For this pot, I do add 2 cans. I used to do 1, but I'm like, dang, that's not enough butter beans. So now I do 2 cans. And you're going to pour in that whole can. You don't have to drain the juice off the butter beans or nothing like off the can. Just put the whole thing in there. That juice is going to add that flavor as well. And to the butter beans is gonna not only add the flavor, but it's gonna add like it'll be like a thickening agent for the brown stew as well. Okay, so after that, you're gonna go in and add your thyme, your scotch bonnet if you want to add a scotch bonnet in there, and then you're gonna put the top on and let it cook on a medium heat for 30 minutes. Okay, 30 minutes. And then you're gonna take that top off. You're going to add you some ketchup. I did like a few squirts. Add you some ketchup. And then you're going to add just a little brown sugar. Okay? Add a little brown sugar. It's not going to make it sweet. Like, you don't want to add too much to where it's like going to make it sweet. Because you don't want no sweet chicken. You want a brown stew chicken. It has a certain flavor profile to it and a certain like... I can't explain it, but yeah, don't add too much sugar, okay? Don't be pouring in the sugar like you're making some candy yams or something like that. Don't do that. All right? So then you're going to, mix in that ketchup and that brown sugar. You're not going to taste the ketchup. The chicken is not going to taste like ketchup unless you add it in the whole bottle of ketchup, okay? But I mean, that's how I learned how to do it, was to add the ketchup. So I add the ketchup. It does not change the flavor or anything to like, it doesn't like significantly change the flavor. It don't do that. All right. So after you add all that, you're gonna let it simmer with the top off for 15 minutes, and then your chicken gonna be ready. All right. It's gonna be ready, and it's gonna be so good. This is like one of my favorite dishes to make. Brown stew chicken and curry chicken. I can make that every day, all day. Oh, this is my plate, my whole plate. I had me. My grandma made me some collard green, made some macaroni and some rice, and we put that brown stew chicken on, and it was so good. It was so good, y'all. I tore up that whole plate, tore it up. But if you want to see more videos like this, please like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Love y'all. Bye.